Delhi's garbage mountains. The biggest ones are taller than the India Gate and taller than even the 55-meter tall Rashtrapati Bhavan. The three massive, stinking landfills of the national capital. These heaps of garbage have marked the skyline of the capital city for more than 3 decades. And with each passing day, only more fresh waste is being added to these mountains. 53% of the waste that Delhi generates every single day ends up in one of these 3 landfills. The biggest one of them is here in Ghazipur. It's almost as tall as the Qutub Minar and the Taj Mahal. It spreads across 70 acres and is home to a host of diseases and toxic gases.
We are actually all breathing our trash. Be sure of that.
These mountains of garbage exceeded their capacity in the early 2000s. Even the top court of the country has repeatedly called for immediate action to bring them down. The Delhi Lieutenant Governor called them a national shame. Why are these mountains still standing strong? It's the textbook political blame game. The Aam Aadmi Party government in Delhi blames the BJP-ruled municipal corporation and in fact says that they are planning to come up with 16 more dump sites, an allegation that the BJP denies.
Information from the different MCDs show that they have identified 12 to 16 locations in different parts of the city where these landfill sites are going to come up. Because now the existing landfill sites, Bhalaswa, Okhla and Ghazipur, have gone way beyond their limit. Now people from all over Delhi are going to get exposed to this. Why? Because Bharatiya Janata Party's misgovernance and corruption of the last 15 years has caused this garbage crisis in the city.
दिल्ली को हर बात पर झूठ बोल के बरगलाना ये ठीक नहीं है. एमसीडी का ऐसा कोई प्रावधान नहीं है. आज ये तीनों पहाड़ अगर हैं तो कहीं ना कहीं राज्य सरकार, दिल्ली सरकार, केजरीवाल सरकार की देन है, क्योंकि उन्होंने निगम का फंड अगर समय से जारी किया होता तो आज ये पहाड़ नहीं होते.
The BJP may deny this, but a 2016 Delhi Pollution Control Committee document quotes the municipalities saying that they have requested more land for landfill sites, saying that they have no other option. What's shocking is money that's going down the drain. Hundreds of crores allocated to clear, much more in damages. And despite all of this, Delhi's garbage mountains have not shrunk. Directed by the National Green Tribunal, India's topmost green court, the municipal corporations have deposited a total of 245 crores to clear the legacy waste at the 3 landfills. Separately, a government-commissioned report this year said that the 3 dump sites costed Delhi almost 450 crores in environmental damages. In spite of all of these costs and losses, the heights of the Bhalaswa and Ghazipur landfills have not come down. Only one landfill, that's Okhla, became shorter from 55 meters to 40 meters during the period 2016 to 20. But even that increased in area during the same period. It grew by 44% from 32 to 46 acres. In fact, all the 3 landfills should have been reduced by 25% by March this year, according to a 2021 Delhi Pollution Control Committee report. But they have missed that deadline. In this dump site in North Delhi's Bhalaswa, 100% of the legacy waste should have been gone by June 2022, but it's still clearly there. The legacy waste at all of the 3 landfills is meant to be 100% gone by the end of 2024. In fact, this 2022 DPCC document shows that the targets for 25% and 50% legacy waste cleanup have been dropped, and the targets for 100% cleanup for the 2 of them have been pushed back. The target for the biggest one in Ghazipur, however, has been advanced by 9 months to March 2024. But that is unlikely to be met based on the current situation. It's not as though no work is being done, but the trouble is that every day more and more waste is being added, and there aren't enough resources to process it fast enough. GreenTech, a private organization contracted for biomining at the Okhla dump site, says that biomining, a process of segregating and recycling of waste at the dump site, is a solution only addressing the legacy waste, not the fresh waste being added.
पर डे कम से कम 3000 टन तो फ्रेश वेस्ट आता है, 3000 टन। इस वजह से पता नहीं लग रहा है कि लेगेसी वेस्ट मतलब कि नीचे बढ़ रहा है और फ्रेश वेस्ट ज़्यादा हो रहा है।
Environmental experts like Bharti Chaturvedi, founder of Chintan, which was on the Supreme Court's panel on solid waste management, blamed citizens as well for not segregating waste.
I think there is a huge blame with the citizens. It's not that the citizens don't know that they should compost and segregate and they should kind of give out their dry waste to the waste pickers. I think they don't care. We lose lives in our years. We already have fires. People who are close to the landfill certainly suffer air pollution. Children who are born around landfill have more birth defects than the population not living around landfills. There's also data to show globally that there's many more cases of cancers of people around landfills. Make segregation completely non-negotiable, which means that don't segregate, we won't pick. There has to be a fine. We're not seeing the municipalities really muscle up the way that municipalities muscle up in other cities. In Delhi, the citizens rule the municipality in a perverse way.
With the rising population, the garbage that 2 crore people of Delhi generate is only increasing. The city generates over 11,000 tons of waste every day, taking the garbage being dumped in landfills up by 15% in a year. While the political blame game continues, people's lives are put on risk. The municipalities accept that these landfills continue at the risk of human life. On one hand, there are cleanliness campaigns such as the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan running across the country. On the other hand, such mountains of garbage right in the national capital of the country expose the reality of these cleanliness campaigns. Whenever we pass a garbage dump, a garbage bin or a truck, we often cover our nose. But this is where all those trucks and bins end up. This is the Bhalaswa landfill site that is close to 60 meters tall. We're at a house right next to this landfill, and the locals here don't have an option to cover their nose as they have to breathe this toxic, polluted, stinking air day in and day out, harming their mental and physical health with each passing day. They say that they've now gotten used to it since they just don't have an option. For the locals, the landfills have forced them to stay inside their houses.
हम घर से बाहर नहीं निकल पाते हैं, इतनी बदबू आती है। फिर यहाँ पर सरकार तो ऐसा ही है, यहाँ क्या करे, कीड़ों की तरह जिंदगी है। अब आदमी क्या करे, गरीब आदमी तो रहेगा ही। कभी गैस किसी को बन रहा है, हम तो हमेशा ही बीमार रहते हैं। हमको तो ये लगता है इसी से हम बीमार रहते हैं।
यहाँ आए थे हम लोग तो पूरा जंगल था, यही मेन रोड था हमारा वाला झुग्गी वाला ही। तो धुआं होता है पूरे इलाके में धुआं हो जाता है जब आग लग जाती है तो उससे धांसा भी होता है, धुआं भी एकदम उठता है बच्चों का। सारे नेता वोटों के टाइम पे जाते हैं, लेकिन वोटों की बात बता दें कोई आता ही नहीं, कोई मर रहा है, कौन जी रहा है।
जब ये हो गया तो वो मेन रोड बंद करके पूरा ही खत्ता हो गया और हमारा आने जाने का रास्ता कहीं से भी नहीं है। जो हम कहीं से आ जाए या कल हो के कहीं आग लग जाए या कोई ऐसा हादसा हो जाए तो बंदा कहीं निकल नहीं सकता है,
गाड़ी नहीं आ सकती।
जैसे कोई मर भी जाए तो कोई एम्बुलेंस आना हो, किसी की शादी हो, कोई गाड़ियाँ, तो यहाँ कोई रास्ता नहीं है।
कोई हमारे रिश्तेदार गेस्ट आते भी हैं तो उनको तो बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम होती है। यहाँ पर इतनी परेशानी होती है कि वो यहाँ पर रुक नहीं पाते। वो कहते रहे भाई हट जाएगा, 2-4 साल बाद हट जाएगा, ऐसा ये करते करते और बढ़ता चला गया। वो इतने परेशान रहते हैं कि जब इसकी हवा चलती है तो हमारी मस्जिदों के अंदर भी इसकी स्मेल आती है, बहुत बुरा लगता है इसके अंदर।
There were 76 fire calls from Delhi's 3 landfills in the last 3 years. In 2017, 2 people died as a part of the Ghazipur landfill came crashing down, sweeping several people into a canal. Doctors and experts say that the locals suffer from deadly health risks, and the risks don't really stop at areas around the landfills. These are a source of both air pollution and methane, which causes global warming.
जैसे जैसे खत्ते के साइज बढ़ रहा है पहाड़ का, उससे पेशेंट की ये मान लीजिए इम्यूनिटी काफ़ी डाउन हो रही है, जिससे पेशेंट को अस्थमेटिक प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, एलर्जी की प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, सांस लेने में प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, कोल्ड एंड कफ रेगुलर रहता है पेशेंट को।
The liquid toxins from the dump sites contaminate the water around and add to the sewage. Locals say that during monsoons, the overflowing sewage even enters their homes and they have to walk through it every single day.
नाली का पानी और घर दोनों एक तार हो जाता, भर जाता है। जब बारिश बंद होती है, पानी निकल जाता है, तब अपना घर सफाई करके फिर हम घर में रहने लगते हैं। ऐसे बेड पे बैठ जाते हैं, चारपाई पे बैठ जाते हैं, कुर्सी लगा के बैठ जाते हैं। पानी भरा रहता, कहाँ जाएंगे? जब पानी मोटर चलाते हैं ना, पहले पानी यही नाले का आता है।
The government's groundwater analysis shows that a range of elements in the water around landfills exceed the desirable limit for drinking water, making locals around prone to diseases such as diarrhea and forcing lower income households to buy water to save themselves from diseases. On one hand, Delhi is redeveloping its legacy buildings such as the Central Vista Avenue. On the other, the legacy waste we need to let go of is still standing strong. Perhaps the only thing bigger here than these mountains is the colossal failure of both governments and Delhi's citizens to get rid of these and manage their waste. The national capital sits on 28 million tons of legacy waste in its 3 landfills. One of them is this landfill site in Okhla. Even though there are measures to bring down the legacy waste, as you can see, the trucks adding fresh waste to these sites every single day are increasing these sites' sizes. Now, even though crores of taxpayers' money has been spent on this issue, people still have to breathe and live their lives around these disease hotspots. In New Delhi with camera person Rakesh Singh and Sudesh Kumar Ram, Priyanshi Sharma for NDTV.